KGF, the hidden art behind mindless masala. Why did an over-the-top masala film like KGF receive so much love and affection from the masses? How can such a done-to-death story about an underdog hero become so successful at the box office? And even more puzzling is how did a lesser-known hero deliver such a massive blockbuster? You are with writer-director Satish Charan. Now let's dive deep into the art behind the mindless masala of KGF. We will be analyzing part 1 of KGF, which created the mass character of Rocky Bhai. Let's start with the beginning, where the Indian Prime Minister sends the army to destroy the hero, who is called as India's most wanted criminal. Now 37 years later, a famous journalist, who believes that such a criminal never existed. You see how the writer instantly creates a mythological feel around our hero. This myth around Rocky Bhai is enhanced even more by the narration of this character, who wrote a book about our hero which got banned by the government and how every book was burnt. This is how the audience are hooked to Rocky Bhai without even seeing him. But hooking the audience is one thing, but justifying the hype is what made KGF a blockbuster. Rocky Bhai is made even more larger than life, thanks to the well-written supporting characters. An absolutely brilliant but small character is this man, an office boy who is afraid of working in a big city, bullied at office, scared of his bosses, his wife, almost everyone. But as Rocky Bhai's life is narrated, we see the confidence of our hero rubbing off on this office boy. Very soon the audience also connects with him, as his reactions take center stage during Rocky's rise. Rocky's arrogant girlfriend elevates his character even more. She keeps challenging Rocky that he's just another goon, with no sense of love or respect. The famous scene, where Rocky Bhai steps out of the car with gun in hand, challenges her belief about Rocky. Rocky Bhai also doesn't touch her, even after he destroys her pride and ego, by putting her in her place. The man with the prophecy, and the kids at the mining camp, add the most humane touches to Rocky. They both believe that Rocky is their savior, but Rocky is adamant that he's there for his own selfish reasons. A reluctant hero is always much loved by the audience, and the more reluctance the hero shows, the more loved he becomes with the audience. Writer-director Prashant Neel has crafted this perfectly, so when Rocky finally becomes their savior, it's pure goosebumps. Now let's look at the mass action scenes of KGF. These action scenes show one thing very clearly. Rocky Bhai is invincible. Rocky can punch his way out of any situation, can fight off hundreds of goons, and is an expert killing machine. We have seen this kind of hero in umpteen films. Yet Rocky Bhai is a kick-ass hero, not because of these mass action scenes. Rocky Bhai is kick-ass because he gets knocked down several times, fails, but when he rises back up, the audience know what he's capable of and are expecting it. As a young boy, life repeatedly knocks down Rocky. He undergoes severe poverty, loses his mother, does menial jobs to survive. Yet he learns a very harsh but valuable lesson. A name can create fear, or can command respect. The scene where he earns his name, as Rocky, by standing up to a rowdy police officer, cements his name majestically in the audience. After making a name for himself, Rocky is put to the test where he is offered a seat amongst the Dons, if he eliminates Garuda, but Rocky fails. This failure works for the film, because the audience know that Rocky Bhai went on to establish the biggest criminal empire. The villain has been established as extremely ruthless, highly intelligent, and Rocky Bhai has vowed to kill him in his own fortress. This is extremely effective writing, where the audience know the climax, but still watch the film to know how it was done. Another clever writing was not dwelling on the hero versus villain conflict. Even though there are numerous villains in KGF, the main villain for Rocky is none other than Rocky Bhai himself. The focus is completely around Rocky's want versus need. Rocky's mother is the central figure around which the story revolves. A promise made to a dying mother is a cliched premise, but a well-executed one. We not only witness a single mother raising a son in the 1980s, her hardships, humiliations, but something more important is also revealed. During her pregnancy, Rocky's mother talks to his unborn son of how he should not only take good care of her, but also other people who are suffering. These words are like a ticking time bomb in the screenplay, because Rocky couldn't save his mother, but he has a chance to save the slaved people in KGF. Where KGF really excels in building Rocky's character, is repeatedly challenging his want and needs. His needs are set up early. His dying mother's promise to become the richest person ever. His want is to kill Garuda, take KGF for himself and fulfill his need. But what price is Rocky willing to pay? This question drives Rocky, when he disguises himself as a slave in KGF. Rocky stays silent watching all the atrocities around him, he even witnesses a kid being killed, and does nothing. Rocky also fails to stop an innocent man being killed, for his actions. But when the girl child of the dead man is placed in his hands, Rocky has to make his decision, because in KGF, girl babies are killed. So when finally Rocky makes his decision, all his internal conflicts pay off in an exhilarating pre-climax, when he saves the blind man. The climax doesn't need a big fight between Rocky and Garuda anymore. All the audience are now wanting to see is how Rocky ascends the KGF throne, to become the savior of the slaved people. And the way Rocky ascends the throne, is something the audience relish, cementing his character as a myth. The myth of a reluctant hero, who becomes the savior of enslaved people. Feel free to comment your opinions on my analysis. See you in the next video.